To give us a bit of a snapshot on a busy day, how many inquiries could you get in one day?
Oh, they range. Sometimes I'll have 6 website inquiries and 4 phone calls, and then the next day it's the reverse, and then that's on top of other people contact us in different ways. They go through referrers. So, it can be, I might have 4, tradies this week, or then the next week I've got a couple of, bigger corporations. So it can be quite full on. And then because there's other bits to the role as well, going back to them, finding out some more information. So it can be, I might speak with the client multiple times before they, have a call with yourself, or once they've spoken to you, we need to find out some more information or go back to them. And I find that because I've spoken to them initially, they're familiar with me, and it's a bit easier to gain that information because I've already got the rapport with them.
And I think that, again, you're not a bot, and we do care about the person. So there is a lot of work, and your role is actually quite interesting in a business model, because your role is before they're even a paid client, before they've even converted. So a lot of care goes into seeing whether we can help them, whether or not they would meet our criteria as a client. And we don't just take every matter on. We really look and dive into whether or not there are solutions that we can help with. And I know that you ask me a lot, and I think this shows how much you care. When they don't fit the criteria for a client, we can
Yeah.
help. We're always trying to find a solution for someone else that might be able to help as well.
Absolutely, yes. I don't feel comfortable leaving them with, sorry, we can't help you.
Yeah.
So, I do try to find if there's another, firm or another avenue for the client to try, because, I understand their pain. I feel,
Yeah.
can feel what they're going through, and it's a shame that we can't help, but we can't always assist them. So, because their,
Yeah.
position's a bit different to how what we can do. So yeah, I do like to be able to find someone else that could help with them, and
Yeah.
give them an introduction, and hopefully that the next firm are the ones that can help.
A lot of people say to me, coming out of the commercial litigation world and my old life, well, now aren't you just helping crooks avoid tax? And is all you do is just, help people with tax evasion, and helping huge multimillionaires, not have to pay the tax, and avoid it, and in a bad situation. Is that your experience of who we're helping and what we're doing?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're, you know, being on the front line, and I do get a lot of, well, I get all the, incoming inquiries, and they're not always from the corporations. They're mainly from, your mum and dads, or your small business owners. It's not that they don't want to pay the tax. They do want to pay the tax. Sometimes they, for whatever circumstances, behind the scenes, they can't pay the tax. They can't afford it at that time. And then that's how everything accumulates. And that's when they get the general interest charges and late penalties. And a lot of that's beyond their control to start with. So they're not in that position because they just didn't want to pay the taxes. So we definitely aren't helping the charlatans.
Well, you've hit the nail on the head, because that's actually the law.
Yeah.
So that's what the ATO need to see. So to be able to
Yeah.
get rid of those general interest charges, we need to be
Yeah.
able to demonstrate and prove that the circumstances were outside of their control. And there are so many stories that I have heard as well as you. And people, bad things happen. Bad things happen to really good people that are outside of their control, that are doing everything they possibly can to pay their tax, to run a successful business. So I think it's reassuring, and it's great to get that message out there as well, as to who we're helping and how we're helping.
We're helping everybody that we can. So the smaller debts are absolutely something that we can help with as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for today, Fiona.
Oh, no worries.